Hey everybody. We give a few seconds, see if anyone gets in here. I don't even know if the notification went out. Let's see here. Holla if you hear me. Hello. Hey everybody. We got Maximum Effort, Rebecca Davis, Stars and Skies. Oh wow. Sybil, Jessica, Laura, Angie Dare, Mia. What up? What up? Shaylin, Lorna, Martha. Okay, we get some people in the house. What's up, everybody? Jamal, what up, Jamal? Come get your girl. Yo, do you think Todd went and got his girl? I don't think so. Just Candace, Paula. If there ever was a time for Todd to get his girl, I think it would be right now, you guys. What do you think? I mean, whew, and it's crazy because she just went live a little while ago, right? And she's like, I'm not going to go on Dr. Phil because I can't control the narrative. So, I can't go on Dr. Phil because, I can't hang up on him when he's right because it'll be live, Oh, she's live now, Jamal? I don't know. See, I'm blocked everywhere, so I don't even know. I mean, I only go to her YouTube and look. If she goes on wait, she can't even go on Instagram anymore, I guess. This is crazy. I think he put his girl outside in the cold, Maximum Effort says. You know what? Whoa. You guys, I just turned my YouTube on and Real Entertainment came up yelling and scared the crap out of me. I didn't even mean to do that. Anyways, I'm going to read the documents in a minute, but I just want to talk about this whole, weird guy and, situation, this Real Entertainment person. Yeah, I just don't want to give him attention, honestly. He just literally is a negative energy clout chaser, okay? He has a nonprofit organization to try to, I don't know, free Jodi Arias, some crazy thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but Jodi Arias took photos of herself, killing Travis, basically, in a nutshell. She's the world's dumbest criminal. So good luck trying to, get her another trial, buddy. You're normal. Anyways, Stacy, what up? Melinda, hey. Can you guys believe this? Yo, Lorianne is like the Robin to Salty's Batman right now. Like, this cannot be real life. It just can't be. The Best Mama Bear, what up? So yeah, can you guys believe it? I don't know. I feel like she just went on a little while ago to be like, hey, look at me, I'm smiling. I'm not going to go on Dr. Phil because, I'm famous. They wanted me to come on Dr. Phil, but I'm just on here just to show you guys that, I'm smiling. I'm going to go get wrecked when I get offline. But yeah, the tea is boiling. Yo, this is Tony Damien. What up? Tony, I hope you're feeling good, girl. I hope you're feeling good. You're hanging. You sounded good last night, so that's good. This is crazy. Heather, Laura, Gidget, what up? It's crazy but great. It is. It's crazy. Just when we think it can't get... Justin, hello. Just when we think it cannot get any crazier, like, it does. It's like that movie Wrong Turn. It's like everywhere you turn, it's just wrong. Good to see you, Amber Chick. Okay. Tony, good. I'm glad you're making it, man. That was a little concerning. I'm glad you got it. And I can't even believe how old you are. You have beautiful skin for somebody your age. I won't tell everybody how old you are because I know some people don't like that, But she ups the ante every night. She's like, Annie up. I know. It's crazy, Stars and Skies. It's crazy. Without a YouTube channel. Ooh, I like that. I'm going to put that up on the screen. There we go. We can only hope, right? So I have a squeaky chair right here. So if you guys hear, a little squeaky chair, it's just my squeaky chair. I'm not ripping gas over here. I promise. I mean, I might, but I'll let you know. She said he wouldn't be good for her brand. Did you hear her, just Candace? She said, me and my team have decided. You and your team? You and your husband, you mean? Like, what? You and your team. Get out of here. Butterfly. Yeah, this is just nuts, man. I don't know. And you know what? Lorianne, I do not blame that lady one bit. I knew Yeah, what team? Exactly. I knew when she denounced Lorianne like that was not going to end good. I said, you know what? I bet you Lorianne has all kinds of dirt. The last thing that KJ should do is, try to act like she was never friends with this lady. I mean, that just speaks to what kind of person Katie really is, right? I mean, we all know she stated it before. She can't keep friends, and here's a perfect example of that. This chick was ride or die for her, literally. And look what she did. Look how she repaid her. So what the hell just happened, Tara Lee? Yes, it is Boston. You hear my voice. MBR 715. That's me. I am south of Boston. Very true. Is it that noticeable? It's so crazy because I'm sure you guys know this. Like when you're around people you see everyday people, like nobody talks about how you have an accent because they all talk the same. So I come on here and to see so many comments saying that, it just kind of makes me giggle because I never even think about it, Yep. Love to see you live. Oh, thanks. So I got a new microphone, guys. Do I sound good? Can you hear me good? Because I was a little nervous you wouldn't be able to hear me. I literally just opened it, plugged it in right before I came on. So I hope you can hear me. Okay, funny bunny. Let's talk about that real quick. So she said, you sound a little Brooklyn until you say about. You know how many times I've heard that? Quite often people will say to me, you sound like you're from Canada because of the way you say about. And the only way I can explain that is my mom, although my mom grew up in Dorchester, which is the gutter of Boston, right? She had parents who were French Canadian. So I think I have a French Canadian / Boston accent, if that makes sense. It's the only way I say about weird. I do. I know I do. I used to work in a call center years ago and everybody would be like, you're from Canada. I'm like, what? And it was always the same word, about. I don't know. Of course, now I'm overthinking it. I'm probably not saying it like I normally do because I'm trying to say it, But anyways, let's read these documents. For those of you who do not know what is going on right now, it's crazy. What's happening right now is not good for KJ, and it's not going to end well, and it's just nuts. It's nuts. So her ride or die, Lorianne, make a long story short, Lorianne went to bat for this woman because we all know that Katie does not have that many hitters. I'll call them hitters. She does not have that many hitters. She does not have that many people who go to bat for her, who, stand up for her. So the one she does have, you figure she would keep them close, right? Nope. So Lorianne lives in Washington. Okay. Thank you, Sally, and thank you for that. So Lorianne lives in Washington. Now that's an important piece of information, right? Because KJ signed a declaration stating that she did not have any, subscribers in Washington. Lorianne just told us all that, not only do I live in Washington, Katie knew I lived in Washington all along. We were friends. We talked several times a week, yada, yada. I'm going to get into it because I printed out I can't even talk right now. I'm like, I just can't believe what I heard on Emily Baker. I'm still wound up from it, guys. Like, I was jumping on my bed. I was like, woohoo. I was like, the tea is spicy. Anyways, let me get my papers out here so I can read to you guys what's going on. We're going to have a little story time, okay? I'll probably stop in between readings to give my take on it. You know. I don't know. Probably most of you have already heard it, but I just got to get this out, man. I won't be able to sleep tonight unless I talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Lorianne hit the court with that. Why the F you lying? Why you always lying? You are so right about that, Amber Chick. Emily's chat was so lit. You're right. So lit. I mean, you can't even say nothing. Every time you type in something on Emily's chat, it's gone. You're like, did it even send? Oh, no. You are not in the building. Okay? You can go. Get out of town here. Real entertainment news. You are a disgusting person, and I am not even going to give you the time of day. It's not even going to happen. Not even going to happen. You can think about it in the corner. Okay? Go in the corner, put your dunce hat on, and think about it. You are not welcome here. I do not give platforms to people who spew hatred. I don't. There's no changing you. There is no reasoning with you. There is no nothing. You are a shock clout chaser, and that's that. The best mama bear. Thank you for that super chat. Off topic for a minute. So happy hockey is back. Go Bruins. Or back to court docs. Go Bruins. See, here's the thing. People where I live, like even my parents, they are diehard Bruins fans. Hockey's not something I ever really got into, guys. I don't know. It's just not that interesting to me. I don't know why. I mean, I hate to say that because I know people love their hockey, but just keeping it 100. So, Garfield speaks. Oh my god, the bully slayer is here. Bully slayer, please come slay this bully. I need you to slay this bully, really. Real entertainment up in here. Like I'm going to talk to him. Not today. Not today. And anybody who gives this dude a platform can get it too, okay? This man was born in 78, so he's older. He should know better. There is no reasoning with him at this point, okay? Nothing. He is a clout chaser. You can chase clout over there because you ain't doing it here. Not happening. Fang gang in his house. Love my Fang gang people. I do. Love the Fang gang like I love orange soda. Anyways, real talk. I wish this guy would just go away, dude. Just go away. You call me a dog face. Let me tell you something. You think what you say about me bothers me? Bro, you don't even know what I've been through on social media, okay? You are nothing to me. Nothing. I just don't want you talking about Charlotte. That woman is a beautiful soul. You need to leave Charlotte alone, okay? What you're doing is highly disrespectful, and that shit does not fly where I live. I don't know where you're from, dude. You say you're from the streets, whatever. No, you don't disrespect older women, okay? That's rude. So rude. Industrial lover. Love your channel and your accent. What accent? What accent? What accent? No, got an accent. Who was it the other day that said, I can't stand listening to Spiracy or BX Beast Boy because they have accents. Everybody has an accent, genius. Literally. You're smart. With her Nirvana shirt. Probably can't even name 2 Nirvana songs. Yikes. Yup. Tiny penis vibes all day. I know. Yo, I'm telling you, he looks like Beetlejuice from friggin' Howard Stern. Do you guys know who Beetlejuice is? Beetlejuice from Howard Stern. That's all I can think of. That's it. All right, I'm going to stop talking about him because I told him he can't have a platform, so I shouldn't be talking about him and allowing him to respond. That's not fair. I'm going to stop. Just know that he looks like Beetlejuice. Just know he's part of the whack pack. I just know he is. He's got that whack pack vibe, guys. Yikes. Courtney Lyons. What up, everybody? May he rest in peace. What? Stacy, did Beetlejuice pass away? Did he pass? The real Beetlejuice? Did he? I hope not. I'm saying this dude right here gonna fuck around and have a heart attack. I mean, he needs to calm down. Woosah. Don't say it 3 times, Angel Cake. I know. What am I thinking? I should know better. Can't say that 3 times. What's wrong with me? No wonder why he showed up. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't come till I didn't say his name till he came. Wait, I was thinking of Hank. Oh yeah, Hank. Hank's a member of the Whack Pack too, I think. So has KJ made a statement addressing this filing? Hell no. Only thing she's done that I'm aware of is declined her Dr. Phil episode because she can't control, what goes on Dr. Phil. So that's about it, as far as I know, But yeah, Industrial Lover, thank you very much for that super chat, by the way. The tea is so hot, man. I got 3rd-degree burns and shit. All right, so let me start at the beginning here. So I've already explained who Lorianne is. I think everybody in here basically knows. Like I said, guys, I got a squeaky chair. Don't accuse me of ripping gas, okay? Dr. Phil, yeah, right. No, Gidget, I guess she had an offer to go on Dr. Phil. He probably wants to help save her crazy. I don't even know. Sherelle made a kind of statement, but I need more. Dude, I don't blame Sherelle. Sherelle and Loretta mentioned in this document. Let me get a sip of my water real quick. I got my Crystal Light over here. When I'm not drinking coffee, I love Crystal Light. You guys like that? What's your favorite flavor? It's my favorite. All right, I got my paperwork here. We're going to start at the beginning. So once upon a time, there was a really, really diehard person who went to bat for KJ. And then, no, just kidding. All right, so it says, now I'm not going to use Lorianne's last name, even though you've probably all heard it, but it says, this declaration says, I, Lorianne, am over the age of 18 and am competent to testify the facts alleged herein. I am a resident of the state of Washington. Oh, Lord of mercy. In the past 2 years, I have used the following Twitter accounts. You know, she goes on to list her blood tall account, her lab account, whatever. I initially found Miss Paulson on Facebook in late 2019, wherein my account expressly stated that I am a resident of a city in Snohomish County. Okay. Know if I said that right, probably not. Miss Paulson and I were official Facebook friends through our personal Facebook accounts. Okay. I know you're from Philly. I know you're from Pennsylvania. I know you lived in Arizona, and I know you're a dirty criminal, so get out of here. Where is my phone so I can kick you out? Oh my God, I don't even want to look at your name right now. Yo, you got on me saying, oh, you think you're an investigative journalist. Nah, but dude, I can be. Trust me, trust and believe. You know nothing about me. Where is my phone so I can kick you out here? I can't do it on my laptop. Okay. Excuse me 1 second. I need to get the bouncer. 1 moment, please. Please hold. Please hold. You need to tell me where you're from. I know where you're from. You kidding me? All right. Let's see. Remove. Boom. See you later, Beetlejuice. Anyways, where were we? I wish the trash would just take itself out, but you know, I don't even like silencing people, dude. I don't, but you nasty. Okay, Laurie Smith, $14.99. Holla. Good evening to you and fine people. Laurie, you've been good to me. Thank you, Laurie. You're all good to me, man. Jessica Pott says, Arizona does not claim him. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, the Bully Slayer had to take him out. The Bully Slayer came in. You guys didn't even see it because, you know, you ain't behind the scenes. The Bully Slayer came in, right, with the Garfield hood on, bounced him right out. Boom, one arm, boom, right out the door. He's on the floor outside my door right now. He's crying. He's out there crying. Don't do it, Bully Slayer. I just want to talk mean to women. Please, just let me come back in. Nope. No, Garfield's mean. He's evil. Garfield's strong, dude. He strong-armed him right outside. Boom. Slammed the door in his face. You might hear him crying out there. I don't know. He ain't welcome. Nope. Not happening. Not today. You guys are funny. All right. Where was I? Now that the trash is gone, let's see. Get my squeaky chair. Squeaky, squeaky. Okay. I was a paying member of Katie Joy's Without a Crystal Ball YouTube channel from approximately January 2020 to August 2020. As a member of this channel, I paid $3.99 a month, not including tax. During that time period, I was a paid member of Miss Paulson's channel from Washington. Miss Paulson published numerous videos and other content malingering plaintiffs in this case. Throughout a large portion of 2020, I was communicating with Miss Paulson on Twitter on an extremely frequent basis, and otherwise not less than several times a week. I also communicated with Miss Paulson via email and direct messages. Oh, lovely, lovely. Lovely, so lovely. And you know that, guys, you know all this is going to be found out in Discovery, right? Like, this is why she's going off the deep end, talking about crazy things she shouldn't be talking about. She's trying to get them views in. She knows it's a wrap. It's a wrap. If it wasn't a wrap before, it's a wrap now. It's a wrap now. Okay. Yikes. All right. I was not only a staunch supporter of KJ from Without a Crystal Ball YouTube channel, I also developed a reputation of being her fierce protector, right? She did. She was like KJ's bully slayer, basically. Yep. But nah, not even on the same level as Garfield. Nobody can be Garfield. All right, Katie Joy would brag about me being one of her ride or dies and said that if anyone came after her, she knew that I was one of her ride or dies and I'd shut them down. Boom. Below is a true and correct copy of a screenshot from my Twitter account of a conversation I had with Miss Paulson, wherein Miss Paulson makes such a statement. Let's pause right there. Billy's Big Top. Yo, you got a circus in town? What's up? 99, holla. Billy's Big Top's circus is in town, folks. Sorry, you're probably not a circus, but that's what I think of when I think of Big Top. Okay, Diane says she thinks that she just found all this out tonight. And you know what, Diane? I think you're right. And the reason why I think that is because Saltsy and Lorianne didn't even file these documents until like yesterday. Well, right now it's past midnight, but you know what I mean, right? So there's no way she could have known, I would think, right? I highly doubt anybody let her know. Big Top Pee-wee. Hey, Seagate 1, what up? What's up, everybody? Okay, so where was I here? Oh yeah, so here's the statement. So right now, Lorianne's saying this is where she makes the statement. She shows the screenshot from Twitter. It says, it's Lorianne saying, yep, she's been dealing with it for a long time. I don't know how she does it either, but you can tell that they are not okay. Pretty sad lives they live. And then KJ says, I ignore them because I know my ride or dies will always shut them down. Industrial lover, really? Does Spiracy have a Patreon yet to help her make great content? Oh, that's so nice of you. Listen up, guys. I don't have a Patreon yet. I don't have members yet. I don't have that stuff yet. And the reason why is because I'm going to be changing my content soon, right? Remember I've been telling you guys that? I don't want to make a membership or a Patreon and have you guys expect one thing and then start getting other content. I don't want to disappoint anybody. You know what I mean? I really don't. I don't want to disappoint anyone. So I rather change my content and what the fuck? This guy is bad. Why is he not going away? Sorry guys, hold on. I'm a monkey now. Okay. All right, I can't keep watching the screen like this. Let me give somebody the authority. 1 second, guys. Bear with me. Stacy. You see this dude come in here again. Just get rid of him altogether. I don't know. Hold on. Hide user on this channel. Is that what I'm doing here? There we go. Do you guys see where it says he was hidden? Because, see, I was apprehensive to press hidden because I didn't know if that would just hide him from me and you guys would still see him. Does anybody know how that works? Yes? So, Stacy, you're saying that that doesn't work for you guys. It only works for me? Honestly, I don't know. He's gone. Okay. All right. Gotta block. Yo, there's no block button, though. Like, when I highlight his name, report and block. So it hides it from everyone. Thank you, Stacy. Okay. Like I said, I've been on a First Amendment auditing channel, and obviously, you know, I was a moderator there, but hardly ever did I have to do this because, you know, I like to let everybody talk, even if they don't agree with me. But this guy, nope, not happening. All right, so he's gone. He's gone. Thank you very much, guys. Okay. Industrial lover, thank you. I know you guys are here for it. I know that my rider dies, right? That my Lorianne's. No, I'm just kidding. I know that my core group of people will still be with me, and I appreciate that. But I just don't want to upset anyone when I change my content, you know? Because it's different. You got to think about it. Like, I'm going to go from just KJ. I mean, I've made a couple other videos here and there. If I had more time, I would just, you know, do this as a full-time job, but I don't. And that's why I get upset when people are like, oh, that's all you do is make KJ videos. Like, okay, well, I'm passionate about it. I don't like the lady, and I don't have time to put out other videos right now. So what do you want from me? Give the people what they want, right? Like, whatever. You want to drag me for having KJ videos? Go for it, dude. Go for it. So yeah, I'll switch up my content. I'm still going to cover drama and stuff. I'm just going to have a little bit of both worlds, you know? And then I'll have like Patreon and memberships and stuff like that. So, but yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging around no matter what. Appreciate that. So yeah, I'm gonna do a giveaway, right? In my next video, I already started it tonight. I'm gonna give people, so there's gonna be 5 prizes, right? It's gonna be, I have Swarovski crystal things, right? But I understand that guys probably aren't interested in that. Not that I have many male subscribers. I have some, but you know, the majority is women. So I'm going to give people an option to either pick from the Swarovski crystal thing or a piece of my personal artwork, right? And it's not like a piece of paper with like a, you know, a stick figure, okay? I mean, I am really bad at drawing people, but do you guys know what epoxy resin art is? Resin art. So what I do is I make wall pieces, like straight up wall decor, okay? Sometimes I put real crystals in it, like quartz and amethyst, citrine, all of it, whatever. So I put like, you know, anyways, I make wall pieces. They're sealed with epoxy resin, so that means they have a very hard shell on them. They're really cool. Some of them are not girly. They're really like really cool stuff. I sell them on eBay here and there. But can you give me a Tesla? Listen, Dave Hustle. I don't know about all that, but I can give you some wall art maybe if you win, you know. Although I do really like Elon Musk, I do. If I could get a Tesla, I would, trust me. I'm not Oprah. I'm not out here giving away cars though. Can't give away cars. I don't got it like that, right? I don't got it like that. Epoxy is the bomb. So Just Candace, you know about it. It is. It's awesome. So here's a funny story. I know I got to get back into this reading, but let's just talk about it real quick. So I told you guys before, I'm an artist. Now, when I say artist, I'm not artist in the sense where, you know, Jack, draw me like one of your French girls. Like, not that kind of artist. I am a, you know, an artist, abstract artist. That's the word I'm looking for. Abstract. So I take epoxy resin art, I mix it with, you know, paint and stuff, some acrylic paint, some crystals. I make geodes for the wall. Like, it'll look like a busted open crystal geode. Yeah, so I make really cool stuff like artwork. But now that it's colder out, it's hard for me to do that because you have to have your room a certain temperature to work with epoxy resin. And I don't have my studio right now because it's just too much money with everything going on. So now I'm like, you know, doing other stuff. But I have plenty of artwork to give people the option of, you know. And then when it gets warm out again, I'm going to stop making more of them. But I have a little backup of it. Resin me like an abstract French girl. That's funny. Never heard that one before. But yeah. Do I take commissions, Industrial Lover? It's funny you say that because the very first piece of art I ever sold, right, was an amethyst wall piece, okay? It had real amethyst crystals in it. It was sealed with epoxy resin. It was beautiful. I wanted to keep it, but just for ha-has, I said, I'm going to put this up on eBay and see if anybody goes for it, right? I did not think in a million years somebody would pay $250 for a piece of wall art. But au contraire, they did, because 2 days later, somebody bought it. And I was like, what? You serious? I couldn't believe it. So is this cool dude from Florida. He's like, I want one for every room. Him and his husband were like collecting artwork. They have a house in Florida, and every room has different crystal themes. Like, he has a citrine room, he has a, you know, quartz, whatever. So he's like, I want one for each room, and he commissioned me to make a citrine one, a huge one. It was awesome. But yeah, I like to do art, man. I do. It's like, but resin art is not that easy to work with, you know? You need the right conditions for that. It's not all fun and games. We want to see your art. All right. Well, I'm going to show my art in my giveaway video. I'm going to have a short video coming out probably tomorrow, maybe even late tonight, with some pictures of my artwork in it, because the first person who wins, right, is going to be able to pick the artwork, and then the other 4 winners are going to get the crystal. You know what I'm saying? So unless you're a dude and you don't want the crystal, then I'm going to let you pick the artwork. So that's how that's going to go down. You know, do you get a lot of drug addicts asking you for crystal? You know, Dave Hustle? No, not usually. Not usually. Why? Are you asking for a friend? I'm always terrified that I'm going to gulp into the microphone like our friend. I'm like, don't gulp, don't gulp, don't gulp. You know what I mean? Okay, so where were we here? Anyways, but real quick before I continue, just because I can't ever stop talking. I just started making resin jewelry too. I took a 4-leaf clover and I sealed it and I encased it in resin. So that was fun. Resin's a lot of fun, man. It is. I have a lot of fun with that. Okay, so where were we? But yes, I will show it in my next video for sure. As a further example of defendants expressively using me as their bulldog to go after Miss Paulson's detractors and competitors that would speak negatively about defendants, in or about July 2020, defendants found themselves to be the focus of significant negative attention, where they falsely published a very large YouTube creator was being investigated by the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department for potential sex-related crimes involving children. Apparently, there was never such an investigation. You think? Okay. As such, Miss Paulson publicly stated to another one of the defendant's bulldogs that there was nothing to worry about with regard to the negative attention, because you and Laurie will be on the hunt, quote unquote, right? Yeah, no, don't worry about putting out false information about, children's sex crimes, because I have 2 ride or die supporters here that will be my hitters, right? That's basically what this is saying. All good. I have 2 people that'll back me up, guys. Yep. Okay. Yikes. It goes on to show a screenshot from Twitter. Just her being typical Falsy McFalsison over here, just pushing stories with no backup. Okay. So it says, I have reviewed Ms. Paulson's supplemental declaration in support of her motion to dismiss. At paragraph 6, she states that she had not been in contact over social media with me that she had only done it on a few occasions. This is false. It is also false that she did not know I was a resident of Washington. We were Facebook friends, and my state of residence was displayed on my profile. In addition, there had been instances over the course of our communications wherein I had specifically stated to her that I lived in Washington, right? So not only was it on her personal Facebook page, because they were personal Facebook page friends, not only did they talk every week several times and communicate back and forth on several different platforms, but, she's saying, hey, I know this lady signed that she didn't know anyone from Washington, and here I am. And yes, she did know. That's false. Yes, Helga G. Pataki is on a roll tonight, folks. All right, so now this is where it gets juicy, right? This is where the tea starts to burn my throat a little bit, guys, okay? It says, on several occasions, Miss Paulson asked me to do certain things, such as mass flagging content of other competitors' YouTube channels. What? The crowd goes wild. Oh my God. Whew. Wow. And anyone who made negative comments about the defendant in order to have their platform demonetized and or taken away. Sometimes the orders to mass flag someone's channel or content were made by Miss Paulson publicly, and sometimes the orders were sent in private messages on Twitter. One such account I was told to flag was Lil Red, a YouTube creator and competitor of defendants, who was publishing negative comments regarding Miss Paulson. On one occasion, I received a private message from Miss Paulson instructing me to also flag a YouTube creator and competitor's YouTube channel named Sherelle's World. What? And as her agent, I followed her directions as requested and reported the channels to YouTube for having inappropriate content. Yikes. Whew. I'm starting to get a little sweaty, guys. It's heating up in here. It is straight heating up in here. Can you believe this? Can you believe this right now? Yikes. Let me take my headband off. Headband gang needs to get out my head. Squeezing my temples. Can't do it. All right. That's nuts. Where did I leave off? Hold on. Yeah. So Sherelle's World. Did I see someone say Sherelle's World release a statement tonight? A short statement or something? Did I hear that? Shoot, that's crazy, man. So this is bad not only because it's a bad look, but it's bad because, people are Tati's trying to allegedly get Crystal Ball off YouTube, right? Now you have a sworn declaration of somebody saying, hey, not only did she direct me to mass flag people, she also is lying about Washington, and she had us do this in direct, request to flag her competitors, people who spoke bad about her, right? She had them mass flag these people for inappropriate content. That is like a huge no-no. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure when if Discovery comes, that all this will be shown. The odds of her keeping this channel are like slim to none, honestly. I've been looking into other YouTube creators who have gotten, in cases similar to Katie's. And, I'm no law professional, so I don't really feel that comfortable like getting into detail, but it is not completely unheard of to have your channel taken away for doing things like this. It's not legally, from a legal standpoint, you know what I mean? Mass flagging people, telling other people to mass flag people, big no-no. Big no-no. Not cool. Not cool at all. She is so screwed, Sally. You're right. Never rile the fucking lawyer. Yep. Okay. So mass flagging, yada yada. Sherelle's World, Little Red is specifically, listed. Defendants would also use me as their agent to perform other tasks, such as delivering messages to people on Twitter that they had blocked. Below is a true and correct copy of a screenshot of a Twitter conversation wherein Miss Paulson gave me such an instruction to perform on her behalf. Ready? Here we go. Yeah, it's just a screenshot of saying, let her know this is why she's been blocked, because she's trolling. Trolling. Katie's favorite word, trolling. Telling me the truth, trolling. Telling me what I need to hear, trolling. Talking about things that actually make sense, trolling. Just trolling. Anyways, okay. Every and each time I was asked to do something or did something on behalf of Miss Paulson, I was physically located in the state of Washington. Double whammy, okay? Again, this was a fact I did not hide from her, and to the best of my recollection, I frequently disclosed it to her. Oh my God, I'm doing the whole mind-blowing thing. Like, what? So not only did you say you didn't have anybody in Washington, but you had people in Washington doing your dirty work for you while breaking the terms of service. Yo, you batting 1,000, kid. Like, what? You think Katie would be like, maybe I should ask somebody that's not from Washington, but nah, let's just go balls in, just balls to the wall. Let's just ask the Washington people to break the terms of service and, on my sworn declaration. Let's just go all of it. Check. You know what I mean? Crazy. How dumb are you? And this is why when you're in legal stuff, you should just keep your mouth shut. Just keep your mouth shut. And if she had kept her mouth shut, we wouldn't even be reading this right now. We wouldn't even be reading this. Like, what? It's crazy. So here's where it starts to get good too, because it says, in August 2020, I began to disagree with the toxic environment Miss Paulson was creating with her content. Now, what happened in August 2020? That was when the Sophie stuff started happening, I think. Or was that like after that? What happened? It must have been that in August, I think. I began to disagree with the toxic environment in August 2020. As such, I began to distance myself from being her agent and stop doing her bidding and defending. And I canceled my paid membership to her YouTube channel. Miss Paulson was disappointed in the separation and said that she adores me no matter what happens. It is my understanding that this statement establishes that the connection that she and I had in particular was far more significant then she leads people to believe in her declaration to the court. True story. And then she goes on to show a screenshot where Katie says, "Lori, I adore you. You know that. That doesn't change." Okay, and that screenshot was on August 13th, 11:14 p.m. to be exact. Though I canceled my membership, I still remain friendly with Miss Paulson after this lawsuit was filed in October 2020. As a result of my continued friendship with her and my prior reputation of being a protector of her, I started to receive messages from people on Twitter who were trying to discredit me. In their efforts to discredit me, about November 5th, 2020, people had stated not only that I lived in Washington, but because I had previously made it generally known that I previously worked for the government, that I was the person publicly listed on the internet as Lorianne, B last name, whatever, that worked at the Department of Transportation. Now, here's where things get a little spicy with the T, because this gets crazy. So, although that person listed on the website for Washington Department of Transportation has the same exact name for me and is also a government employee just like me, it was not me, right? However, I did not publicly correct people on Twitter who published this information around November 5th as it were fact otherwise not known to them. I let them continue to believe I work for the Department of Transportation. Instead, I am a retired administrator for a federal agency. As such, I take responsibility for my part, allowing this misunderstanding to be accepted as a fact, and for that, I apologize, right? Now, you have to put yourself in her shoes for a minute, okay? If you were running around the internet, sticking up for a crazy lady, and a bunch of people were like, "Hey, I know who you are. You're this person," right? And you know that that person ain't you. Would you say not? Would you say anything? I don't know if I would. You know, at that point, I can see why she hadn't said anything yet, because she was probably like, "Screw it, I'll just let them think that's me. Like, whatever, bunch of quote unquote trolls." You know what I'm saying? That's probably what she was going with that, just hoping, let them think what they want is what it is, right? I mean, I can't really blame her for that, honestly. So I let them continue to believe I work for the Department of Transportation. Then she worked for a federal agency. So she apologized. Very nice of her. I appreciate people who apologize. I think that that's respectable. So shout out to Lorianne for owning her nasty. Can we just give Lorianne the little clap right now? Thank you for owning your nasty, Lorianne. Appreciate that. Holla at me. Give me the tea, girl. Nah, no, you can't. You're in a court dispute. Yikes. Okay. Below is a true and correct redacted screenshot I had obtained and republished on my Twitter page, showing that other people on Twitter were misstating as fact I was the same Lorianne blah 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 that worked for the Department of Transportation. So eventually she starts showing here in screenshots how people have it wrong, basically, and I can't really blame her, honestly. Can't blame her. So throughout 2020, I had communicated with, we'll just say Katie. I hate saying Miss Paulson over and over. So throughout 2020, I had communicated with Katie through email, social media, direct messages, and live chats. That's like the social media bingo right there, guys. Social media bingo. All of them, all the social medias. As stated above, and while I was a paying member, we regularly communicated multiple times a week. In fact, Miss Paulson and I were Facebook friends, wherein my account expressly stated I am a resident of Snohomish County, Washington. I have shared some of my most intimate secrets via email with Katie, okay? Including personal information about mental health issues, which is something I would not have done with somebody who was merely an acquaintance. Yikes. So basically, this establishes that these two were legit friends, right? You got to be really close to somebody to be like, "Hey, let me tell you about my mental health issues." You know what I mean? That's not an easy thing to talk about with just random internet strangers. So I think she's trying to establish here that, look, yo, we were friends. Katie's trying to say we were not friends. We were friends, okay? What do you, what do you call that, Friends. They're friends. So now we're at December 2nd. Okay, December 2nd, 2020, after defendants filed the motion to dismiss, Katie became distant, and it appeared to me that Katie was attempting to minimize our connection to one another. And this is why you can't keep friends, you know? Crazy. So Katie was like, I better back off, shouting out my friend here and talking to my friend in public. I'm going to just, disregard my friend, this person I built a friendship with and talk to all the time. Now I have to play coy and act like I don't really talk to them, So Lorianne was probably like, dude, really? Like, that's kind of fucked up. Nice friend, huh? Nice friend. Now we know why KJ can't keep friends. Disgusting. All right, where was I here? Attempting to minimize our connection, I have reviewed Katie's declaration that she filed along with the motion to dismiss. It appears to be false. So that's the second time she said this is false, right? Specifically, perhaps we're not best friends, as she stated in her June 9th video, but we were significantly closer than the average fan or paid member. This is especially so, given that she had reached out to me in the state of Washington to perform tasks on the defendant's behalf, such as flag other competitors. Ms. Paulson knew that she had subscribers and paying members, including myself, in the state of Washington. All right. My not-so-secret donut. Does covering your own ass count as an apology? Well, that's a really good question. I mean, yes and no. It does count, but it's like, how much can you respect it? Do you know what I mean? I mean, we really don't know, because let's put it this way. I'm not completely done reading it yet. I don't know if you heard the whole thing, but like literally all Lorianne wanted was for Katie's legal team to correct the fact that they had the wrong Lorianne. Do you know what I mean? That's really all she wanted, and she couldn't even get that much respect. So, I mean, I don't know. It's a good question. It's a fair question, but yeah, I mean, I guess I can respect it, but not as much as I would for someone who just did it because they wanted to, not because they felt like they had to. It's still you gotta remember, it's gonna be hard for this lady to say sorry. Think about everything she's gone to bat for this lady for. She's taking a huge hit right now. Think about that. People are gonna be like, how stupid do you feel? She's over here saying sorry. She didn't need to say sorry. Let's remember that too. She didn't have to say that in this paper. She didn't have to say sorry. So I guess I do respect her. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably like a 7 if we had to give it a number. Okay, let's talk about this comment real quick. She said she had biker friends and would do stuff to people on KJ's behalf. Yeah, that's a little nuts. Not gonna lie. Yep. I remember that. That was a little nuts. Isabel Annabelle, hey, I am French Canadian. Your accent is more English Canadian. You have no trace of the French accent. That's good to know. That's interesting. It's kind of cool to hear that from somebody who is French Canadian. Thank you for telling me that. I always wondered, I mean, I've heard a couple people be French Canadian, but not that many, I always wondered if I got this from my French Canadian grandparents, but all right, let's continue. So she became distant and attempted to minimize our connection. I have reviewed her declaration. It's false. Second time she claimed her declaration was false. Specifically, perhaps we were not best friends. All right, I already said that. Hold on. Flag other competitors, yada, yada. So she knew she had people in Washington. Okay, all right, here we are. I began to see Paulson's propensity for dishonesty. You think? Mm-hmm. I began to see her propensity for dishonesty while at the same time observing that she was creating distance for what I can only imagine was to conceal a close relationship with subscriber from the state of Washington, and to falsely inform the court that she is unaware of any connection with the state of Washington. Ooh. So she did it to falsely inform the court. She is unaware of any connections from Washington because she did sign off on that. She legit signed off on it, said, I don't have any, right? So then she had to pretend like she didn't know Lorianne, Lord Table Baggins. Lori Stan is only doing this because KJ disavowed her. She has zero integrity. Okay, I can respect that. Yep. I can get down with that. You're right. Integrity was the word I was looking for. What kind of integrity is behind that? I still give her credit for saying sorry. She didn't need to say sorry, But you are correct. I agree with that outlook as well, Good point. I like this. I like other people's perspectives like this. People don't offend me when they say things like this. I go, I wouldn't have thought of it that way, It's comments like that enlighten me. So thank you for the super chat and your enlightening outlook. That's the beauty of social media. That's why I love this place. It gives you thought-provoking perspectives that you wouldn't normally think of. And that's why social media is so great, So yeah, good point. Okay. Okay. I have reviewed her declarations of Kim Fulmer and Michael Sotz via in the support plaintiff deficiency. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I am. I can hereby certify that, except for the statement at paragraph 10, me working at the Department of Transportation and the statements and declarations appear to be accurate. So she's saying everything else you said about me is true, except for where I work, okay? That said, I have done and said many things in my past that I regret and have previously contacted Miss Fulmer to make amends, and she publicly acknowledged my apology. The criminal charges referenced to Miss Fulmer's declaration were ultimately dismissed pursuant to an agreement I made with the prosecutors. Aside from the events surrounding the incident discussed in the criminal complaint, I have no criminal record. I am profoundly sorry to Miss Fulmer and anyone else for anything they may have perceived that I posted online as a threat to their safety. They may perceived it. No, you did threaten people. You know what I'm saying? She says, for anything they may have perceived that I posted online as a threat to their safety. They don't really need to perceive it. You straight up said it. Like, I have already apologized to her and other creators for my actions. Below is a true and correct copy of my screenshot of a tweet from my Blood Tall Twitter account showing I tried to apologize for my actions, which were perceived as threats. Okay, so this is from August. So back in August, she really was trying to say sorry to people. You know what I'm saying? So I think she just went up a point. Maybe I'll give her like an 8. Nah, 7.5 maybe. That's some gaslighting bullshit right there. Okay, tell us how you really feel. Okay. Now let's think about it for a second. Okay, she's essentially saying, sorry you felt that way. Okay, good. Yes, she is, but let's think about this for a second. This is a legit question to you guys because, I want to know. If she didn't come forward with this stuff, what would she really have to lose? You know what I mean? That's the thing. She goes on to say, and I'll get to that, she goes on to say, I didn't want the wrong Lorianne to be put on a chopping block, basically, So if she hadn't done that, if she hadn't gone out of her way to try to clarify that, hey, you guys have the wrong Lorianne, what would happen to her? I mean, it's like, okay, you guys are saying like, all right, there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no integrity behind that, right? But what would she have to lose? You know what I'm saying? She didn't have to do this. It's not like she was going to go to jail or she was going to get in trouble, right? Am I missing something? Like, maybe I'm not thinking this all the way through, but there might be integrity behind it if she didn't have to do it, right? Incentive, okay. What's her incentive, though? You know what I mean? Like, to keep being Katie's friend? Is that what you mean? She didn't have much to lose, so I kind of respect that, too. I could see, like, let's say she was gonna get bopped for, not coming out and saying you have the wrong Lorianne, like, but I mean, then she ran out of the corner and said, I'm sorry, you guys. Like, yeah, that'd be kind of weak, but I don't know. Maybe I need to think about it a little more. There was no incentive. Okay. All right. Well, shortly after reading the declaration of Kim that contained the wrong information about my employment, I was concerned that a person who was not me was going to be contacted to be a witness in the lawsuit. Therefore, I contacted Katie through Twitter and direct messages on Christmas Eve, it says. She hit up Katie and she said, "Hey, Katie, I'm kind of worried that the wrong Lorianne is going to be dragged into this, right?" Katie said to her, "I'm not supposed to speak about the case." I just flipped my desk over. "Girl, now you don't want to speak about your case? Since when? Since when? Since when? You talk about your case all day, all night, every day, all day, 7 days a week, 24/7. Now your friend is coming to you saying, 'Hey, I need your help with this.' And now you're saying that I can't talk about my case? What? What? All you do is talk about your case. Somebody needs your help. Somebody who's gone to bat for you needs your help to fix something for some innocent person. And now you don't want to talk about your case?" And this is why Katie Joy is who she is. Hey, EKC. What up, girl? Erin. I know, I always call you EKC. Excuse me. Hello, Erin. How are you today? Yeah, exactly, Jackie. So, can you imagine being Lorianne and being like, "Hey, Katie, I'm worried that the wrong Lorianne's going to get dragged into this. Let's take care of it." And Katie writes back to you, "I can't talk about the case." What? You're like, you got to be kidding, right? You got to be kidding, right? I can't even. You guys, this is like not even real life. Okay. So yeah, that was on Christmas Eve. Can't do it. Sorry, can't do it. Can't talk about my case. I then responded that it was my intention to call the plaintiff's attorney to notify them about the issue and see if they could do anything to correct it. Ms. Paulson told me expressly to not contact plaintiff's counsel, but to contact her attorney instead. Okay, well, that kind of makes sense, right? I mean, yeah, I probably would have said the same thing if I was KJ. Yeah, just tell my attorney. But this attorney, if this is true, if what Lorianne is telling us right now ends up being true, this is a whole nother set of problems for this dude, Mr. Brown here. Yikes. Yikes. So, from the very first interaction I had with Mr. Brown, I felt he was being misleading. What? So not only is Katie Joy misleading, freaking lawyer's misleading. That's great news. Snowcat Tish, thank you for the sticker. That is so nice of you. Thank you very much. Lauren Elizabeth, dang, I'm late. Starting over. Just showing my support to Spiracy mods and subs. What up, Lauren? Thank you very much, Lauren. Thank you, thank you. So, how did KJ find a lawyer as shady as herself? That's a great question. You know what? Takes one to know one. The law of attraction is real. The way that Katie found a lawyer as shady as herself is the same reason that Real Entertainment, excuse me, I'm not going to say his name, is the same reason why she promoted somebody like our friend there, Beetlejuice. And yeah, it's just the law of attraction. Like attracts like. I'm telling you guys. Some night I want to talk about the law of attraction. That's something that's really interesting to me, but that's for another day. Okay, where was I? All right, let me get a sip of my drink here. I won't gulp in the mic. Let me block the mic. I'm no gulping. Okay. Okay, so she's saying, I felt he was being misleading. He led me to believe that the plaintiffs filed their opposition right before Christmas to intentionally mess with me, and not because it was a court-imposed deadline. Okay. On December 30th, 2020, Mr. Brown informed me. Now, remember, Mr. Brown is KJ's lawyer, right? He was planning to subpoena my Twitter account, which caused me concern. He stated, "They think there may be evidence there about you and your connection with Katie. I did not disclose that you and I are in touch. Salt even complained to me that you, quote unquote, threatened him via DM. Mr. Brown thereafter sought to have me sign a declaration on behalf of the defendants that did nothing more than attack and malign plaintiff's counsel, which I thought to be inappropriate and ultimately did not do so." So remember we were talking about integrity, guys? She could have signed that, you know what I mean? She could have signed that. It wouldn't have affected her, really. She could have just done it there and then, but she ultimately decided not to, right? She didn't feel good about it. That's got to give her some credit, right? She didn't feel good about it. Follow your gut. All right, so I ultimately did not. By way of example, Mr. Brown, in an email dated Christmas Eve, it says, tried to encourage me to file state bar complaints against one of the plaintiff's attorneys and otherwise suggested that I should perceive plaintiff's counsel private attempts to informally obtain information from her as a threat. So this lawyer, Katie's lawyer, is telling her, that's a threat. You should perceive it like that. Yes, yes, yes. Do this for us. Yup. The plaintiff's counsel attempts to communicate with me privately to formally obtain information contained no threats. So here's Lorianne saying, no, I'm not signing that. That dude, Salty, didn't threaten me, right? So that's going to give her some credibility, right? That's kind of integrity, right? I mean, now she's getting a little bit more, it could have been perjurous. Well, other than the obvious, she could have been perjuring herself. Yes, you're right. Good point. Okay. But if somebody is your friend, I mean, the whole perjury thing, I mean, is what it is. You put your hand, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth. How many people actually do that? Let's be honest. It's still noble. It's noble to not commit perjury. Of course it is. How many people actually do it, though? I mean, especially when their own ass is on the line. So, no, he didn't threaten me. I'm not signing that, she said. The plaintiff's counsel attempts to communicate with me privately had no threats. Mr. Brown, Katie's lawyer, stated that he would assist me in filing my declaration on behalf of the case. On January 6th, in the evening, Mr. Brown sent me an email stating that he made a signature page separate from the rest of the declaration so he could make changes and I wouldn't have to re-sign the declaration if he made tweaks. Yo, who does? All right, let me just say this, okay? Did you guys hear that? I want you to sign this legal document, right? But I'm going to leave it open and ended here so I can change it and write whatever I want and your signature will still be there. No. Hell no. Hell to the no. No. Furthermore, what kind of lawyer in good faith is like, hey, just sign it and you know, yeah, I'll write the correct stuff. Don't worry about it. No. You want to see everything you're signing. Unless you're an idiot. All right, where were we? Yeah, so he said, don't do this. I want to make changes. You don't have to re-sign it, blah, 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 blah. I was uncomfortable with signing an unfinished declaration that could potentially be altered after I signed it. Katie's lawyer also informed me that plaintiff's counsel was going to serve me with a subpoena to preserve my social media accounts that I had deleted. Oh, I didn't catch that in Emily's live. Preserve my social media accounts that I had deleted and to provide plaintiffs with access to any remaining communications that I may have had with Katie. I said that I was going to go to get legal aid to get legal assistance with responding to the subpoena. On January 8th, I informed Katie's lawyer that I was willing to turn over my accounts to plaintiff's counsel in order to resolve this issue. Katie's lawyer, Mr. Brown, suggested to me via email on January 8th that I should object to this, right? For the purpose of delaying my response to the subpoena, which upset me. It upset me because I did not want to delay my exit for this case for any reason. So she's like, look, I want out, okay? You guys want me to hang around and make things drag out. I'm not about that life. I want out, right? He's telling her, nah, delay the response. What kind of lawyer is this, man? Jeez. Mr. Brown stated in an email, Katie's lawyer, dated January 10th, so 2 days later, right? I am preparing something to file tomorrow that addresses what they did to you, but it does not require you to file any statement if you don't want to. I want the court to know what he's doing to harass you, talking about Salty, right? I can't guarantee that the judge will do anything about it, but I want to try. His behavior is disgusting. I recommend that you sit tight, accept service if they come to your door, and then we can take it from there so you are not in any trouble. End quote. Such statement confirmed to me that I was apparently a client of Mr. Brown's and that I understood his statement meant that he was inserting himself into my situation of having to respond to a subpoena. She's like, when did I hire you? Oh, what's going on? I'm looking at the screen. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Miss Salty. Oh, 35, holla. What's ZAR? What does ZAR mean? I don't even know what that means. Love your accent and your channel. Don't let Potato Head, aka Real Bug you in the nasty AF. KJ, karma is coming for you before Toad can come get his girl. Wait, Miss Salty, are you the one from South Africa? Or am I wrong? Miss Salty, are you from South Africa or am I thinking of someone else? Czar, what is Czar? I got alien money up in here. I got money from other planets. I don't even know what that means. I'm so flattered. I got money. I don't even know what it is. Thank you, Miss Salty. Hang on. I'm in the sacrifice shed casting spells. It's a full moon. Got my father out here. They wanted her to sign it so they could add things to make... Yeah, basically. They wanted her to sign it so they could add things, make it look like Lorianne was confirming that they weren't friends. That lawyer isn't doing anything for free, right? Right? What lawyer says to you, hey, I'll take care of this for you. I want to help you. Let me do it. You don't need to read the final copy. No. They had intentions, dude. They had intentions. Thank God Lorianne has more than half a brain cell here and that she was like, hell no. You know what I mean? And if KJ wasn't shunning her, maybe she would have. Who knows? But that certainly didn't help the circumstance. Yeah, I'm sure that lawyer really wanted to help Lorianne, right? Not. Crazy. All right, where was I? Yeah, he was inserting himself into the situation. On January 11th, Katie's lawyer thereafter offered to represent me at no charge. No charge. Free lawyers. Free. I want to be a lawyer for free. I like you so much. I just want to do it for free. Please. You gotta be kidding me. Represent me at no charge in responding to said subpoena. So, yeah, let me take care of it for you. You don't need to spend money. This is a quote now, okay? You don't need to spend money or hire a lawyer to respond to the subpoena or file a declaration. I'll stand up for you by filing your declaration if you let me. It'll cost you nothing. End quote. Yikes. Can you imagine how many people get taken to the bank by lawyers like this, guys, who are just like, yeah, let me just do this for free for you. And like, I'll just take everything you have. And yeah, just sign here. You gotta be kidding me, man. Okay, so Come Along Pond has a comment right here, right? My mother always told me there is no such thing as free lunch. Well, let me tell you something. Your mother is a smart lady, okay? Because there is no such thing as free lunch. Always remember that, right? Hell to the no. No free lunch here. All right, so it'll cost you nothing, he says, right? Now, Lorianne goes on to say, this statement made me very suspicious of Mr. Brown's motives, as it was my understanding that a truthful and honest response to the subpoena would not be in the defendant's best interest, but would otherwise be in mine. Specifically, I was not comfortable with having Mr. Brown controlling the production of my documents and or other evidence that would likely be detrimental to the defendant's pending motion attacking jurisdiction and ultimately the defendant's defenses to plaintiff's claims. So she's like, yo, why would I let you do this? El Sancho, what up, dude? You kidding me? El Sancho, where did you just come from? Massholes unite. What? Beyonce. I know, right? I wish. Everybody, this is my buddy El Sancho. He's from the other side of the internet that I live on, the Masshole Report. I love the Masshole Report. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. Also, check out El Sancho. He's got the best radio voice you ever did hear. Yep. Kate is Kelly Rowland now. Well, I don't want to be Kelly Rowland, so she can be Kelly Rowland, okay? Because nobody looks at Kelly Rowland, right? They all look at the Beyonce. Yep. Yeah, check out El Sancho, everybody. He's got one of the greatest YouTube voices I've ever heard. Yeah, El Sancho, we're talking about the tea right now. I don't know if you know who Without a Crystal Ball is, but this girl is done for. Done for. So where was I here? I did not see. I'm just like so excited to see you here, El Sancho. From my other world, my other internet world. Okay, so I was not comfortable with having Mr. Brown controlling the production of my documents. I did not feel comfortable with Katie's lawyer's offer of representation and stated the intent to file objections solely for the purposes of delay of the subpoena. I did not feel comfortable that Mr. Brown proceeded to give me legal advice regarding on how to respond to discovery and what I should state in the bar complaints. Because remember, I don't know if you guys know this, he was telling her what to say when she filed her bar complaint and tried to convince her that Saltsy was threatening her, because that would look real good in court, right? That he was encouraging me to file the plaintiff's counsel. I was concerned that there would be a conflict of interest in representing me and Miss Paulson at the same time. Because you got to remember, okay, yeah, what about the conflict of interest? They're both supposedly on the same side of the fence, right? Because the information that I would be providing would contradict the statements Miss Paulson made in her declarations. It would be contrary to her interests. At no time prior to giving me legal advice did Katie's lawyer advise me of any potential or actual conflicts of interest with regard to his representation, right? That's weird. Why would you not tell her that? That's weird. All I wanted to do was make sure that everyone knew that the person with my name working for the state of Washington was not me. That's literally all this lady wanted. That's it. That's all she wanted. I just wanted them to know they had the wrong lady. Counsel attempted to use me blatantly as a pawn in an inappropriate way. Lord of mercy. Literally, they tried to use Lorianne as a pawn. Crazy. So we're on page 13 to 14, guys. We're getting there. Okay. So I also did not feel comfortable with Mr. Brown wanting me to sign a declaration saying that I was threatened by Mr. Saltz, because he never threatened me, nor have I ever told Katie's lawyer that he did threaten me. Specifically, Mr. Brown stated, "We are filing something today to address the threat Salty made against you. It would be great if you would state that you took it as a threat and you felt intimidated." Burn the flames, fuego, fire, hot, yikes. It would be great if you took it as a threat. Okay. It would be great if you took it as a threat and said you felt intimidated. Wow. This lawyer has some nerve telling somebody how to feel about something, huh? Yikes. Salty's gonna love this, guys. Can you imagine? Now you gotta remember, Salty stayed up all night preparing these documents. He was probably like, oh yeah? Wait till you see this. Uno reverse card. Isn't that what Emily calls it? The Uno reverse card. This is the best Uno reverse card I've ever seen, ever. So, based on the overall impression that Katie's lawyer left me with during my interactions with him in the past few weeks, I cut off all communications with the defendant and the defendant's attorney. To be certain, I was shocked and horrified that the defendants and their attorneys, who were apparently supposed to be looking out for my best interests, especially since they said they were representing me in this matter, ignored my express request to speedily take action to correct the record with false attribution of my employment, and instead hide the error, right? They hid the error for their tactical advantage. Despite that, Katie's lawyer knew about the error since Christmas Eve, and they had done nothing to inform plaintiff's counsel to correct the error, which is expressly against my wishes, right? I therefore reached out to the plaintiff's counsel by telephone for the first time on January 12th, which was literally like yesterday, to give them the foregoing information for the purposes of setting the record straight and inform them for the first time about the existence of facts contained in this declaration. I declare under penalty and perjury of the United States of America that the foregoing is true and correct. Signed on January 13th, 2021, Lorianne B. What? You guys, the fact that KJ went on tonight and talked about her declining her Dr. Phil episode and wanted to pretend like nothing's going on, like the world ain't burning down around her. Come on, who you kidding, girl? We know she's crying in her bed right now. Like, this is bad. This is bad. This is so bad. Sherelle's World issued a statement that she was aware of the mask flag on her channel and said authorities are involved. What? Yo, so not only is Sherelle World have her authorities involved, which could lead to lawyers, whatever, but you got to remember Creepshow Watt, right? Creepshow Watt is talking about getting her lawyer involved, okay? And I'm sure it doesn't end there. This is just going to snowball into the craziest thing ever. YouTube has never seen anything like this, guys. Not on a scale this big and this crazy. Like I said, there's been other YouTube instances where people have been taken off their platforms for things like this, but not with this much exposure, you know? Crazy. So people were saying that, like, Katie was acting a fool on Instagram. So for the sole purpose, her Instagram would get taken away. That way people couldn't look into it. Do you guys think that that's true? Do you guys think that she did that for that reason? Or do you think that she's just a crazy, you know, you are from South Africa. I knew it, Miss Salty. Yes, I remember that. I'm so proud of myself remembering that. So proud of myself. Yo, because I remember that name. It sounded like Salty. And I was like, I can't believe somebody's here from South Africa. So cool. Did you see last night's live when she started a fight with Toad and she cut the live? No? I heard about it, but I have not seen it yet. What were they fighting about? Spill the tea, sis. Eslita, 123. Eslita. I like that name. Eslita. I can smell the class action lawsuit. I can smell the class action all the way from here. Lord Typo Biggins. Where are you from? Where are you from? Sorry, I was trying to catch up. I was late. Nah, it's all good. You're in South Africa. Is it morning there now, or what time is it? So I don't even know. I'm sure it's not, late at night, early in the morning like here. She got pissed at Toad for turning on the TV. The dude can't even watch TV in his own house. Imagine that. I actually feel bad for that guy. I do. I really do. Hey, Todd, I'm just going to put this out here now. If you and KJ ever separate and you need to move on in life and get a job or whatever, and you don't want to work for your wife anymore, I'll delete my videos. I will. I don't want to see anybody struggle because of the record label you had. You know what I mean? I'm saying you knew about that record label and you knew that they were nasty people and you guys are trying to dodge that, pretend like it didn't happen, but I know the truth because I'm not dumb, okay? She said to Toad, turn it down, and he did. And she said, why are you gonna? Like, didn't finish her thought because she remembered she was on live. She can't even remember. She's on live so much, she can't tell if she's on live, real life, fake life, whatever life, you know what I'm saying? Wyoming, what up? Oregon Trail. Okay, that's where you're from. Lots of crazy things happen in Oregon. I'll be on Reddit reading crazy, like, stories about lights in the sky or whatever it may be, and the people are always from Oregon, it feels like. I have a huge signed and framed picture of Menard on my wall. He's sitting in a tub of grapes. Okay. 8 a.m. there. All right. You waking up with the tea? Yeah, Miss Salty. Not looking good for KJ. Her ride or die threw her under the bus. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, Oregon Trail, you love that game. Of course you did. Tell me when you went to school, Jackie, right? And it was computer day. You had computer class, right? And they were like, all right, we're going to go take you to the old Mac computers with the big ass freaking monitors and the horrible screens. You're going to play Oregon Trail today. And you were like, yes, playing Oregon Trail. Yes. Those were the best days. It was second to having like dodgeball in gym class. Like those were the good days, right? Am I right? Dodgeball, that. What else was cool in school? The green computers. And then, Stacy, when we got to high school, we had the Mac computers that like were orange and, they were bright colors in the back. Remember those? They had orange and blue. Yeah. Yo, remember when we were younger? Because listen, I was born in 84. I know you guys a lot of you are around the same age I am. Do you remember when we had computer class and we had floppy disks? Haven't seen one of those in years. Floppy disks, that was crazy. You're in Denver, Colorado. You hated dodgeball? What? Truffle. The truffle shuffle. You hated dodgeball? You died. Okay, yeah. Oregon Trail. I always died in Oregon Trail too. It's okay. Just start over. What was the other thing people caught? Dysentery. Yeah. You still have some floppy disks? Okay. What would you do with those now? Like, where would you even insert those? You'd have to get an old computer, right? It's like having VHS tapes. You're like, what am I gonna do with these? Like, I don't even have a VCR anymore, But dodgeball was my favorite. In my computer class, we couldn't use the one fancy computer that had a mouse. Right? Remember when you had a mouse? It was so cool to have a mouse. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys this. I couldn't think of the name of it. Okay. So if I was born in 84, right? So when I was in high school, there was a website where you could go and you could download music and burn it to CDs. What was the name of the first website that you could go to? First person to answer it wins my contest. It's just a fun contest. No real prizes, maybe. What was the first real website you could go to download music? Oh, Napster. Yep. I was thinking Napster, but LimeWire was not long after that, I think. Yes, Napster. Remember how you went to Napster and you had to find the good file to download the good music? Yeah. AOL. AOL, yeah. Remember you go to the convenience store and you see the AOL discs? Be like, free chat rooms. The X-Files was your favorite 90s show? Oh, yeah. Okay. Real quick, because it's getting late here, but if you guys are around my age, what was your favorite show as a kid? Mine was Punky Brewster. Do you guys remember Punky Brewster? Napster took like 4 hours to download one song, and that's true. It did. And that was the T9 file. That's what it was called. T9. You had to find the T9 if you wanted it to go fast. But when I say fast, I mean like maybe an hour, right? Right? Cody, okay. Harmony Sage, you must be a lot younger than us. Punky Brewster was the best, yes. It was. Magic Garden, oh my god, Magic Garden. Topanga, Boy Meets World, yup. Are You Afraid of the Dark, Ready or Not, yup. Are You Afraid of the Dark was my shit. Rainbow Bright, okay. Yup. You guys remember that show? I was thinking of it the other night. I don't even know why it got brought up. My brain just brings up random things. Remember that show, Eureka's Castle? Do you guys remember Eureka's Castle? 79? Okay, Industrial Lover, then. You're not that far off. Charlie's Angels and MASH. I never really watched Charlie's Angels, but I've definitely seen MASH before. Definitely seen MASH. Yo, when I was little, don't tell nobody, guys. I used to think I was Punky Brewster. Like, I owned that. I embodied Punky Brewster. I still kind of do, honestly. Punky was my shit. With Henry, remember she lived with that guy named Henry? She had a friend named Cherry. Darkwing Duck, that was okay. Yeah, remember Animaniacs? Darkwing Duck? Animaniacs. You were born in 72? Okay. Yeah, Punky Brewster. So when I was little, right, I had Punky Power. Yes, come along, Pun. When I was little, I had Punky Brewster Converse sneakers, right? They were like a limited edition thing. They were the same ones Punky had, like on her show. And I do know that at least my whole adult life, at least once a month, I hop on eBay and I try to find a pair of those original Punky Brewster sneaker Converse. It's like my life mission to find a pair, honestly. Don't tell anybody, it's embarrassing, but yeah. You wasn't allowed to watch TV? Oh, did your mom make you read books and stuff? One of those moms? I got that when I was punished. Fraggle Rock! Yes! Fraggle Rock! Love it. Love it. Fraggle Rock. Yup. Hey T Joy, what up, girl? Married with Children. That was a good one too, though. That was a good one. But yo, I'm saying, if anybody ever happens to come across some 1980s Punky Brewster Converse sneakers, I will be your best friend. I had Punky Brewster's shoes in 86. Yeah, I'm saying, dude, I had them for a couple of years, actually. My mother said those were the only ones I would wear. I knew what was up even when I was a kid. I was like, yo, you're getting me the Punky Converse, or else, ma, or else. I ain't talking about, remember those light up shoes? What were they called? The light up shoes. I think that's what they were called, yeah. I don't want the light up shoes. I want the Punky Brewster Converses, or else. So Leo Moonfry, they were legit, I'm telling you. I found recently, when I moved a couple of years ago, I found my old Airwalks. Do you guys remember like the suede green Airwalk shoes? Ugh. Those things were ugly. I don't know why I ever liked them. Born in 1956. Hey, listen, Tina, okay? Someday we're going to be, a lot older too. People need to stop, making fun of people for being old. Like when that dude got on Charlotte for being older, right? It's like, do you think that you're never going to get old? Like, hello, Charlotte's not even that old. I'm just using her as an example. I don't even think she's that old, but like people talk about old people like it's not going to happen to them. Like if you're lucky, then yeah, your ass will get old too. Sailor Moon. Yup. That was a good one. Yup. Puke green Airwalks. Exactly. Yup. What size? Well, here's the thing. I don't know what size they went up until, but I am a 7.5 in women's now, but I don't think Punky Brewster made them in women's, but I'll get them for my daughter. I'll take whatever they have. Let's just put it that way. I want those shoes so bad that I will take any size they have, honestly. And Charlotte is the sweetest. Exactly. Haty Joyless. How can anybody in their right mind go after somebody like Charlotte? Like, what? She is such a nice lady. Leave Charlotte alone. I'm pretty sure Ren is older than Charlotte. Ren? Like Ren and Stimpy? Like Ren? Remember Ren and Stimpy? That's what I think of when I see Ren. Mountain Mama Nirvana, you want them too? All right, let's go on the hunt, man. Let's go on the hunt for Punky Roosters. They need to bring them back in style. Those things were lit, man. I don't care what anybody says. World Champion Wrestling on TBS, World Championship Wrestling. Yes, I used to love Hulk Hogan when I was little. Yup. And there was a wrestler who used to, I don't know his name, maybe you guys do. There was a wrestler back in the day, he used to bite the corner. He had a green tongue, and he would tear apart the corners of the wrestling match. He'd bite them. He had a green tongue. What is that guy's name? Anybody know? Anyways, my mom is 84, and she beat the C word. I don't even think I can say it online. I'd probably take my whole stream down. Your mom is 84 and she beat it, Tina. That is beautiful. That literally just made my heart warm. I'm just so happy to hear that. That is so nice. Oh my God, I'm so glad to hear that. That warmed my heart. Thank you for sharing that. God bless your mom, man. That's awesome. 84 and she made it. That is a blessing. You are blessed. Thank you, lucky stars, man. That's amazing. Your mom must be super, super duper special and happy to be here right now. I can see Katie Joy with her own Garbage Pail Kids card. What would her card be called if Katie Joy Paulson had her own Garbage Pail Kid card? What would it say on it? I need to know. Somebody tell me. That is so funny. Oh, I'm going to be falling asleep tonight thinking about what I would call that card. So many possibilities. Her boogers. Ugh. You could do the Garbage Pail Kid as KJ sitting there. The sad fish. Yes, Erin. Great one. Love it. The sad fish. Yep. We could do the sad fish sitting there with a blanket with boogers on it. That'd be good. Oh, man. Come on, Katie. This is my favorite part about this, is reading you guys' comments. Like, no matter where they are, I love it. Can't walk, Katie. That's a good one. Schmeagol from Lord of the Rings, right, my precious? Yikes. Oh, good. Okay, Tiffa. Okay, let's read Tiffa's comment up here. An artist following all this creep show. I can totally see her drawing a Garbage Pail Kids card for She Shall Not Be Named. I just made myself laugh. Tiffa, I make myself laugh all the time. It's my favorite. Love it. Lord Tybo Biggins, KJ's Garbage Pail Kid. Crazy Katie with a K. Okay. I like that. Thank you for the super chat. Yep. I think I'm going to be making these guys. I don't know. I may make a deck. That'd be fun. Let's just make a deck of cards of Katie Joy as a garbage pail. That'd be so funny. That's hilarious. Crooked Katie. Yep. Okay. Schmeagol in a snot blanket. Sounds about right. Or I could put her there with her magic 8-ball and it will say sources say yes. Be like, what's a name we could give her about like how she's wrong about her sources? What's a good name we could joke about with that? What did I call her the other day? I called her Inspector Ratchet or something. Speaking of that, remember Inspector Gadget? Inspector Ratchet. It's Katie. Inspector Ratchet. I would make her look like Inspector Gadget. Be like, go Gadget keyboard. Guys, it's too much. Go Gadget keyboard. She'd be over here like, we all know she'd be banging on that keyboard. We could do a Garbage Pail Kid of her slurping. We call her like Slurpy Katie or whatever. So many possibilities, man. This is how I keep my brain entertained, thinking of crazy stuff like this. It's so funny. If you people can't laugh at this, go Ratchet Research. Yes. Go Gadget Research, Ratchet Research. Yep. Sadfish champion of the world. Clickety clack on that keyboard. Yep. I still have the Inspector Gadget from McDonald's. My dad had to get me Happy Meals like 50 times. Yo, they used to hate each other. You guys know this too. Back in the day, they used to have the best McDonald's toys. Now, were the McDonald's toys better because we were kids, or were they better because of the quality? I think the quality was so much better when we were younger, like, than they are now, you know? Like, do you remember the Transformer ones they had? Like, it would be like it would look like a thing of fries and it would transform into like a car or something. Like the Transformer edition, man. I still have those in my attic. Those were pretty dope. You know what else I have? Ooh. Hey, Dr. Cross. What's up, girl? I have the Back to the Future car that the Happy Meals came with. It had like the flames in it. Like you would pull it backwards and it would have sparks in it. Like legit, like sparks. Nowadays, they could never get away with giving that in a Happy Meal. But back when, before everybody got soft, we had a car that had real sparks in it. We really did. Nowadays, there'd be like a bunch of moms like, you can't give this out to the kids. They're gonna burn their fingers. Yep. I am an artist. I could make them. Yep. I could. I'm not good at drawing people though, man. I really am not. I'm an abstract artist. Remember that. There is a difference. I respect people. Like I watch tattoo artists and I'm like, how do you do that? Like it just blows my mind. It's the proportions, man. Like I can't make one arm the same as the other arm. Proportions are hard to do, really. Like I watch even Creepshow, I watch her draw and I'm like, it is different when you're doing it on like Adobe, whatever, but it's wicked hard for me to do. I don't know. I respect people who can draw like that, man. I wish I could. You either have that talent or you don't, I believe. Because I used to really work on it, like trying to, draw people, shapes, animals, whatever. I just can't grasp it like some people can. Hands are hard to draw. Yes, hands are wicked hard to draw. When I was a kid, my parents bought me... When I was a kid, my folks bought me dirt bikes. Parents these days freak out when I mention that. And you know what? That is true. Because I used to have like a little YZ80 and I have sand pits in my parents' backyard. So we grew up literally building tree houses and riding dirt bikes. And that was normal. Now everybody wants to stay in the house and play what's that game called? What is that freaking game called? My daughter always wants to play. Among Us. She's 4 years old, wants to play Among Us. Clint Adams, thank you for the super chat. It's nice of you. Are you new here, Clint Adams? 32? I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome. Or maybe I have, I don't know. Usually I try to remember people, man. It's getting hard, but I try to remember people. You had a Suzuki RM 80 up to 125. Wow. Kara, isn't this the truth right now, right? No more sandpits because all the neighborhood cats piss in them. I thought you were going to say no more sandpits because of like the neighborhoods getting houses built in them. I did not see the cat piss thing coming, I will say. Lead paint and red dye number 2. Yup. Can't do that. Can't do peanut butter. Can't do peanuts. Can't do nothing. Stay indoors. Don't do nothing. Building tree houses was my thing, though. I was really good at building tree houses. See, I was the only girl in my neighborhood, so I had to hang out with the boys and build tree houses, which was fine. I liked it. I liked building tree houses. I just couldn't skateboard like they could. Your dad used to race motorcycles. Sheesh. People go fast on street bikes and motorcycles. Oh, man. That just makes me nervous. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I know that. I'm not coordinated enough to go that fast. Yes, my daughter Jackie, she wants to play Among Us at 4 because her big cousin plays it. So, like, she wants to be like her big cousin and play Among Us. So, you know. But I'm like, look, you can't play it. So I'm dumb, right? I'm like, okay, I'll download it for you, right, Jackie? So I download the game for her. I start looking at it and I'm like, wait a minute, dude. You chop people in half? Like, what? You can't play this game. You're 4. I had no idea that it was like a gory, it looks like a cute little cartoon game, right? Among Us. But then they walk around with swords and cut each other in half. And I'm like, okay, no. She asked me every day, play Among Us. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're 4 years old. You need to not be cutting people in half right now. Ideally, that would be ideal, you know? Oh my God, isn't this the truth? Lord Tybo Baggins, listen. I remember our playground had a 12-foot high tire structure. They finally took it down after a kid fell off and broke his neck. Wow. Yo, my elementary school had a wicked high tire structure too. It was like a teepee almost, and you could climb it. And they had rope swings. Yeah, nowadays that wouldn't fly, man. Everything is so much safer. It's crazy. Kids will never get to live like we lived, guys. Never. Especially with Corona, man. Breaks my heart like that. I gotta tell I had just put my daughter into preschool. So she went to preschool from, I don't know, like the beginning of October until I think February, and then COVID came around or whatever, and she had just started making friends and she loved it. And then I had to tell her she couldn't go no more. Every so often she's like, Mama, when can I go back to school and see my friends? Why won't you let me go back to school? And I'm like, it's not my fault. It's so sad, man. These kids missing out on real life, It really hurts my heart to tell her that like she can't go back to school yet. It really hurts my heart. I hate it. Yeah, it is sad, man. Especially because she's at an age where like she knows what Corona is, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, obviously she understands it the best she can, but I had to give her like this awesome school. She would come home from school every day like, I love school. I love my friends. And then I had to take all that away from her, man. It sucks. She understands it though. I mean, she's not like mad about it, but she says to me all the time, Mama, I wish Corona was over. I'm like, me too, baby, me too. She keeps asking me when can I go back? When? And I'm like, I can't even answer it. It's like, I don't even know what to say. I don't want to lie to her. I'm not going to lie to her and be like, soon, I'm like, baby, I don't know. Yeah, children deserve to be with children. Absolutely, man. Can I get an amen to that? It's so sad. Like, this kid don't want to hang out with her mom all day. Well, actually, she does. She loves me. We have fun, but I'm not as entertaining as kids her age would be, and vice versa. Like, You know, she needs to be around people. AZ, somebody finally called me AZ. Holla to that. Thank you. By the way, guys, I'm so glad you said that, Harmony. Yeah, you guys don't have to call me T or T Spiracy. You could call me AZ. That's my nickname. You know, just call me that. I feel so weird when people address me like T Spiracy. So, Dr. Cross, you wrote a book? Oh, I didn't know you wrote books. You're a doctor. You're obviously a smart lady, but I didn't know you wrote books too. Yeah, Jackie, I'll show you in DM a picture of her. She is like the most adorable thing you'll ever see. She's gorgeous. Okay, have you guys ever seen that movie, Little Miss Sunshine? You know that movie, Little Miss Sunshine? My daughter looks exactly like her, but with no glasses. She looks exactly like Abigail Breslin in the movie Little Miss Sunshine, but without glasses. It is crazy. She is like her twin. It's nuts. So crazy. I know. I try not to like talk about my family on here because, like, you know what I always say, right? Keep your family and your business completely separated, right? But I'm not gonna go on here and sad fish about her or nothing. That will never happen. Okay, Dr. Cross, a textbook, Introduction to Cannabis Biochemistry. What? That's so cool. That's cool. Wow. Huh. Now that's something I could read. Do they call me Arizona? Yes, they do. Like, they always joke around that I'm from Arizona, and I'm like, there's some people call me in my other online life, they'll call me AZ not from Arizona. They'll actually write that, AZ not from Arizona, because I'm always like, I'm not from Arizona. It's funny that you mentioned that. So yes, that does happen. Oh, you haven't been able to do your lab since last week. So it's part of your COVID extension. Sad. Wow. I know. I need to check out Dr. Cross' channel for sure. I keep meaning to do that. Gotta do that. I set them. I gotta ring that bell. You know what's YouTube has been like, I'll unsubscribe from somebody and they will resubscribe and vice versa. Like, sometimes I have subscriptions and I'm like, I definitely never subscribe to this person. How did this happen? YouTube's weird like that, huh? Dr. Cross, I feel like I recently saw someone say, like, oh, I saw your video, and they were talking about you, though. Like, did you recently do a video? I know I saw someone say something recently about your video. You can't with the Dr. Phil. Me either. Let's talk about that for a second before we go here. So, now listen, I wasn't on much today. I was like on and off. I heard about the Dr. Phil thing, but I don't know much about it. So, what I understand is, somebody put out a request to Dr. Phil. Somebody from the Dr. Phil show got back to KJ and was like, hey, do you want to come on the show? But my question to you guys is, did they ever tell her, like, what the title of the show would be or what it was going to be about? Because I only seen her response and I saw her say, like, oh, no, I can't control the narrative, so I'm not going on. But, like, what was the narrative supposed to be? I don't even know. I have no idea. You know? Were they trying to, like, get her on there and sit her down and be like, so, tell us, what the fuck is really wrong with you? You know, Dr. Phil, he would probably look at her and be like, so, you had a lawsuit and you continued talking? Why would you do that? Dr. Phil hasn't had his license since, like, I think 2016, I heard. Had you guys ever watched Dr. Grande? I love Dr. Grande. He does really interesting stuff and he puts no emotion behind it. He just factually states facts and he signs off, and he is amazing. Dr. Grande is awesome. You want to see KJ on the doctor is much better. Yeah. I feel like Oprah could set KJ right. I'm not a huge fan of Oprah, but I feel like she could set her right. Dr. Phil is not a doctor. He hasn't been a doctor since 2016, I think. He just never, or maybe even a little bit before that, he never renewed his license. Dr. Phil got in trouble a long time ago. He pulled some shady stuff as a doctor. He had like an inappropriate relationship with something weird. I can't remember the exact details, but I saw it on Dr. Grande. Yes, Dr. Grande has a dry wit and humor. He is the best. He is the best. I agree. Dr. Cross, do you like Dr. Grande? Have you ever watched Dr. Grande? I'm sure you have, right? Matrix Unraveling. I love your photo. Matrix Unraveling. Oh, we talked about art. Me and Matrix. Yup. Spiracy. The problem with narratives is they happen organically. You can't exactly control it. Well, Lord Tybo Biggins, aren't you just the smart one in the room tonight? Dr. Grande isn't my style, but I'm hyper and colorful, we will say. Okay. You are very colorful. Dr. Phil is a saint compared to Dr. Oz. Ooh, really? Dr. Oz, what's up with him? I didn't know Dr. Oz wasn't a saint. Yeah. No, you're right. You can't control the narrative. But like I'm saying, what was the show supposed to be about? Did they ever give Katie like, hey, you should come on and we should talk about this? Like, did Dr. Phil's show ever say anything of that? Did they ever give her a reason to come on? Or is it just that obvious that they didn't even give her a reason why? You know? Dr. Oz, I don't know much about him. I mean, from what I've seen, I mean, I don't really have much of a problem with him. I know he's trying to help Dog the Bounty Hunter, and I can respect that. Dr. Oz is kind of anti-vax. Oh, incels health. I didn't know he was anti-vax. Really? I had no idea. What kind of doctor is... I'm not even going to get into that. Never mind. Don't do it. Some things should not be talked about. Okay. All the doctors making money on their money shilling vitamins. Did somebody say vitamins? Have you ever thought about bringing out your inner glow? Halo vitamins. Yeah. Anyways, I like Dr. Grande. I think his dry humor is pretty funny. And I actually appreciate the fact he doesn't put emotion behind his opinions and facts. He just simply states it and signs the fuck off. And I can get behind that. I always wonder what Dr. Grande is like in real life, though. Like, does the dude ever laugh or anything? Like, he does not seem like a good time in real life. I'll say that. Nope, just an email that she could possibly use Dr. Phil's help. Okay. So okay, Kara, thank you. Yeah, I was wondering like what exactly was, what they said. So I guess I was right. It was just so obvious that they didn't really need to break it down. Like, hi, you're crazy. Do you want to come on our show? Katie should have been like, why? Why would you think I would need to go on your show for? You think KJ's lying? Ooh. I think KJ is lying about Dr. Phil contacting her. Did she post the screenshots, guys, on Twitter? Because, Lord knows I wouldn't know because I'm blocked. Microdosing, yes, chronically intrigued. Very interesting subject. Microdosing is a wicked interesting subject. I agree. So, Jackie, you think she's lying too? So she didn't post the screenshots? Okay, now I'm suspicious because we all know that bitch would have posted those screenshots. She would have been like, look guys, Dr. Phil show, they want me. Look at everybody, I'm famous. She didn't post screenshots. Yeah, that's sketchy as fuck. Yep. Sorry, I swear, my bad. I try not to, but sometimes I forget. You think she's lying, no screenshots. And I said she was linked with George Foreman thing too. Oh, you have? When I don't have contamination anyway. Have you really, Erin, or are you messing with us? I've heard wonderful things about microdosing. Wonderful things. She talked about some producer. Yeah, she said someone from the show hit her up. Yeah, she did. She put out a video where she's like, I'm not going to go on the show because they like to make people look crazy. Hey, newsflash, Katie. Nobody's got to make you look crazy. Do that all by your damn self. She's like, they're going to paint me like I'm crazy. Yeah, well, you are. So, yeah, that probably is how it would go down. I had a mega dose that changed my life. I love it. I love that comment. I had a mega dose that changed my life. Oh boy. I bet it did. You bet you never see nothing the same again after that. And that's why your name is Stars and Skies. That's why. Because you had a mega dose. You know what life's all about. Stars and skies. I got you. Talk, translation, lying. Yes. Anything that this woman says and speaks about and talks about is a lie. Definitely. So she read the email and verified the phone number. Oh, we're supposed to just believe that. All right. Good point, guys. Did she even... How do we even know she's telling us the truth? Probably not. Probably not. I need a mega dose. Oh, man. You guys are too funny. Speaking of mega doses and stuff, you ever watch like the Joe Rogan about how he what is that thing he always talks about? It's not LSD, it's like what is it called, guys? The stuff that Joe Rogan always talks about. The drug he did that changed his life or whatever. It's a really good story. I love Joe. DMT. Yes, thank you, Stacy. DMT. Did you notice that like almost everybody's DMT story is the same? Yes, Dr. Cross. Yes, DMT. It all involves like little people welcoming them to some random thing with colors and whatever. I like listening to those stories. I got really into that when I heard Joe Rogan talk about it. I started going around the internet and listening to everybody's, yes, dimethyltryptamine. Yeah, however you say that. Yeah. So I don't know if I would do that. It sounds like a definitely good time. Conserved chemical experience. You know what I do want to do, guys? I want to go and hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Bear with me here. Okay, sorry, I was looking for my water. Those isolation chambers that Joe Rogan also talks about, where he goes and meditates in them, where you float in the water, and like the water has Epsom salt in it, so you float, right? So it's just the water is the same temperature as your body, so you can't feel anything. Do you know what I'm talking about? Those isolation chambers. Another word for it though. Basically, you go in there and it's like a weightless experience and you meditate. That is something I would love to do. They're all shut down right now because of freaking Corona, of course. But sensory deprivation, that is another name for it. But I'm talking about the actual isolation tanks themselves. I forget what else they're called. You'd be scared to try it. See, I wouldn't. I meditate all the time. And I think that getting in one of those would just like intensify the ability to be able to meditate because you don't feel anything. Like literally you float. Like Sheldon and Amy did that on Big Bang Theory. I never even seen that episode, honestly. Floating tanks. Thank you. Float. Yes. Such a simple thing. But yeah, a lot of the places that have them, they're called float. Like there's one in Connecticut kind of near where I live. Not really, but I live in Massachusetts, obviously, but there is a place called Float in Connecticut, and I was all into it, and I was getting ready to go, and Corona happened. I'm so mad, man. I really want to do that. I keep checking the website to, like, see if they're open. Nope. But yeah, a lot of them are called Float. There's one at the airport in Rhode Island, I guess, too. That shut down, too, of course. But I'm really looking forward to that. Sensory deprivation, yep. But yeah, the places around here, anyways, it's called Float. It is wonderful, I know. I bet. At first, I was like, that's nasty. They don't change the water, right? But they filter that stuff like you wouldn't believe. There's like 800 pounds of Epsom salt in one little tank to make you buoyant, to make you float. I can't even imagine meditating and not even be able to feel my body. I cannot wait to do that, guys. I'm really looking forward to that. I've had fantasies about doing stuff in a floating tank. Granted, choices are limited. I'm sure position-wise. Ooh, you nasty. You can float in your bathtub. It's not the same. First of all, the temperature's not maintained. I don't have 800 pounds of Epsom salt just lying around. but I guess I could for like 5 minutes, but come along, Pond, you do that down there? Cool. Yeah, that sounds like fun, man. I love meditating. Speaking of my daughter, my 4-year-old meditates with me. I got her on some meditation stuff too. She listens to kids' meditations. She knows all about mindfulness and being here now and being present for the moment and stuff. Getting them started young. So yours is spelled F-L-O-T. That's the way the owner spells it. Oh. He has a Joe Rogan investment. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't even have known about that at the time until Joe Rogan talked about it. Once he started talking about it, I was like, that sounds dope. And like now they've become more popular, but then of course Corona ruined it, It does look like a clamshell, honestly. Some of them do. But yeah, I used to scoff when I struggled with anxiety back in the day, people would be like, oh, you need to meditate. And I'd be like, yeah, okay. Yeah, what do I look like? A monk? But no, really, guys, it really does wonders for people, for me. And I used to think it was a joke, but it's awesome. I love it. It is good for kids. And she's been doing it probably for like a year and a half, my daughter, honestly. And I definitely notice a change in her behavior and how quickly she reacts to things, Haiti, you're all into that, and we need to chat sometime then. I love that stuff too. If you guys know of any channels that hey Christine Johnson, if you guys know of any channels, right, that have like law of attraction or like good meditations and stuff like that, or they're just interesting and they speak about the universe, send them my way. I love that stuff. You're claustrophobic? Yeah, I wouldn't suggest going in there I wouldn't suggest going in there if you're claustrophobic. I've read stories of people freaking out in those things. Straight freaking out. Like, let me out of here. You played Oregon Trail too, Sakara? Oh, yeah. You can download Oregon Trail now, but it's not the same as when we were in computer class as kids. It's not the same. I need a bad quality version of Oregon Trail, the real stuff. You know what I mean? Mind over matter. That's right, stars and skies. Your brain won't let you meditate. Okay. I used to think that too. And then I looked more into it. And I figured, because I used to tell myself when I meditated, I'd be like, stop thinking. My brain won't let me do this. Until I just accepted it and I said, okay, here's my brain. Here it is thinking. That's okay. Let's just move it along. And I'd make my thought float by. You have to acknowledge it and just pass it away. Just be like, okay, there's that thought. Yep, it's gone now. And just go back to where you were. Once I learned how to do that, I was all set. It's hard to explain, but stop trying to fight the thoughts. Welcome the thoughts, acknowledge them, and then move on. That's really what life is all about, guys. With that being said, I don't want to get too deep on you here, but thanks for showing up, everybody. Appreciate it. Almost 2 hours. What? I've been here for 2 hours? You gotta be kidding me. Time flies when you're having fun, huh? Punky Brewster, KJ, meditation, man. You get it all in this live stream. Yup. Who remembers Zoombinis? Zoombinis? I don't know that one. Nope. Industrial Lover, you're all about mindfulness. It's a great tool, man. It is. That's what I said to Homeboy the other night, the dude who was freaking out. I said, the only thing I will talk to you about is your coping skills or lack thereof, because you, sir, need to calm down. Pronounce Zoom beanies. Oh, okay. I had it wrong. There I go, being a boomer again. All right. Yeah, lots of good conversation, man. I'm so thankful I have you amazing followers, and I know my followers are real people because they see KJ for who she is. So I don't even gotta doubt that, But I'm gonna get off now because here we at 1:59. All right, I gotta go to bed now. But thanks, guys. I would do this more often, man. I like talking to you guys. Thank you for listening. I'm probably gonna make a KJ video about the latest happenings, of course, so I can just laugh and have fun, make fun of that, poke fun, hardy har har. And yeah, let's get on with it. All right, guys? Good night, everybody. Yeah, massholes. Where my massholes? Massholes with an M. With an M. Massholes. Bye, Jackie. Bye, Tiff, Truffle, Snowcat, Valerie, Chronically Intrigued, Haiti Joyless, Dr. Cross. Who am I forgetting here? Come Along Pond, Snowcat, all you people. Not so secret donut. I love that name. Stars and Skies. Bye. All right, everybody. Take care now. Later.